musically.
Hello and welcome to Relationships.
I'm sitting there jamming like my bad.
You every time, right?
Yeah,
Get you every time.
Yeah, it gets me.
Word. Well, I'm your host, Alicia Hughes.
I'm here. I'm Dwayne Cobb, your co-host. I'm excited. This is crazy.
Man, this show today is gonna be lit.
Yeah, it's gonna be off the chain. I'm old. I say off the chain. Wait, off the hook. This show gonna be dope. It's gonna be fat, man.
It's gonna be fire.
Fire.
Bit
fire, son.
Yo,
how was your week?
Week has been good. It's been good. Couple little hiccups, but it's been good though. I can't complain. How's yours been? Birthday boy, birthday man.
Yeah, it's been good. Brought in 50. 50. You hear me?
50.
I'm 50.
50. You gotta say 50. You can't be like 50.
But you know what? We was younger. 50 sound real old. I don't feel real old. I feel like I've lived and I've experienced, but old is a mindset,
That's true.
And I don't think I look 50, I don't know what 50 looks like, but I've seen some people younger than me look older than me, so I feel good.
Right.
I feel good. I still got some hair. Cool.
I know you still got all your hair.
I still got my hair.
In high school, you still got all your hair.
I still got all my hair. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah, you still got that.
Yeah, I almost cut it off.
Why? Beards are in, especially with a little salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yep. So feeling good to be 50 and ready to have these conversations and see how crazy y'all are.
Crazy? Nah.
Well, not crazy, but off the chain, off the hook, lit.
Word, lit. Well, we definitely got a show. But hold on, no, the lines though. Can we just talk about that real quick? The lines that Asian restaurant. Have you had them? Like I ain't trying to be funny. Have you had that? Like, cause I'm an Asian food connoisseur. I ain't never had it before though.
You see the face. I'm froze. That's how them people was in that line.
Froze for real. I say his boost.
That's how they was out there at the line. Just froze. For some rat fried rice. What are we eating? What?
Listen.
Obviously, it must be good.
Must be.
I don't know if it's that good. Because if they open today, they probably be there tomorrow too.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna try it though. Like I'm curious and kind of like nervous at the same. I'm curious and nervous at the same time. Like I want to
Right.
try it because I mean,
I,
if that's who is making you line up, you know.
yeah.
Word.
Did they line up for Country Kitchen?
I don't know. Did they?
I'm just saying. I don't think they did. But
Word.
that that goes. We support what we support. It is what it is.
That's real. That's real. That's real. You got some happy birthdays before we get started.
Hey, appreciate that. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Happy birthdays.
I appreciate that, man. 50 is a big number, and I made it. I'm happy. I'm proud. We got more ways to go.
Word, word, word. All right, so we have a great show lined up for tonight. We got some dynamic women that's going to be sharing some experiences, some views, some perspectives about love, life, and relationships, right? So the whole point of this show, we just want to bring some awareness, promote some things, and we're just going to have a really good conversation, right? Right, y'all?
Absolutely.
All
I
right,
can't wait.
I can't wait either. So I hope y'all got y'all glass of whatever, your red cup or whatever, and let's go ahead and get into it, right?
Let's do it.
So let me go ahead and add coming to the stage. See,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Did you say coming to
Coming to the stage.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
But wait, that intro was dope. The intro was dope.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I was feeling like the black love in it. Like,
Yeah.
I was smiling.
I was smiling too the whole time.
It was awesome.
I'll be
Hey.
over here. I'll be twirling my hips to it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Lord. Are you doing the water challenge? Is that what you said?
Not the water challenge.
No.
Oh my God. We get so many compliments on our intro.
If you see a man doing the water challenge,
I've seen it and didn't like that.
What is
you ain't gonna like it at all.
No.
He don't care if you like it anyway.
No, that's my point.
What was the water challenge?
Oh my God.
You should do it, Dwayne.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Let me see.
The little dance.
Oh God, no.
Whoever said you should do it, Dwayne, I want to see you do it.
Nikki.
Well, happy birthday, Dwayne. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
Dwayne's birthday, Dwayne.
I poured it on for y'all.
Here's to 25.
Yeah.
And 55 more, right?
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. The 25th anniversary of 25. There you go.
That's it. Oh Lord, here come the comments already. Nikki. Team.
Not Team Tim's.
What?
I'm getting some pink ones, Dan. I think pink Tim's are
That's an inside joke.
It is. Nikki.
Y'all
Not
know
an inside
posting in
joke.
the group about me and Lisa wearing colorful Tim's.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I've seen
Yeah,
it.
it's a man violation for men to wear any other Tims. Okay, Daniel, correct me if I'm wrong. So it's man law, cannot wear Tims that are not the beef and broccoli color or the brown color or that tan color. Anything else outside of
I
colors.
thought it was just beef and broccoli or the tan.
Oh.
Beef and broccoli.
I know, that's a new one for me.
Y'all
Y'all really into the
not
Tim.
New Yorkers, so y'all don't know.
My
Yeah.
bad.
Right. All right, so let's go ahead and get this conversation started. So y'all want to tell us about you? Like what y'all want to divulge? Like let's go ahead and get this girls' night started. So what y'all want to tell?
Well, I'll go first. I'll just introduce myself. I'm Camille Halona, and I do have a book.
Yes.
It's called How to Spot the Ops, and it's about breaking toxic relationships.
Whoa.
So
yes.
Keep your friends close and your enemies the fuck out your face.
Okay.
No safe way to say it.
We are not keeping them closer anymore. Okay. We're just observing them now. And so that's basically what the book is about. It's really about what I have observed over my 46 years of life and just the lessons that I've learned, and I've bumped my head a lot of times. I'm positive on, I put my positive quotes on Facebook, and then I be on my bullshit too. But when I do post the positivity,
Heavy
it
on the
comes from a
bullshit.
place of what I've actually been through and what I've learned from it. So I'm not just out here preaching about what people should do, but like I've actually got it from the gutter, and that's why I made it black, because it's like it came from a place of like the gutter, the darkness. It came from that place. And I just wanted to share it. Like it's an accumulation of like the past 20 or something years of my life, and it's the first book of a series. And the series is called Love and War. So it's the first book. So it's really just like, okay, now I'm realizing I was in this war. You know what I mean? And so seeing that, and it's not just a book, but it's also a workbook in there. So teaching people how to get out of the things that instead of just saying do this and that, but how? You know what I mean? Because I always was like, how though? Forgive, how? Because I don't feel like forgiving. You know what I mean? So it's just it's a journey of coming out of the darkness, and how. Yeah.
So it's a journey of healing.
Yes.
Love it. So
A journey of healing. How to spot the ops. How to spot the ops. It's on Amazon.
So okay, so why did you name it How to Spot the Ops?
Well, I feel like, again, going back to the Love and War, the series is Love and War. So it's the opposition is anything that comes against me, anything that stops me from growing, anything that stops me from getting through the obstacle or beating whatever goal, so that's why the ops, the ops is the opposition, anybody who come against me, even if it's myself, though, you know what I mean? Even if it's yourself. And I'm real big on accountability too. So it's not just pointing out what other people have done, but okay, now what are you going to do?
Right.
How did you contribute to that? How can you change your choices?
Absolutely.
I
like. So who else? And Camille is a life coach, right? We got to put that in there. We got to put your title in there.
Certified life coach.
Absolutely. So who else we got in the room? Though? Who else we got in the room? Man, tell these listeners who y'all are, because they've been excited all week. So,
all right. My name is Tina. On Facebook, it's Tina Sparks. I'm just a working mother. Not just a working mother. I do a lot. And I'm just here to share my opinion and my experiences, I guess, being a married person at one point in time. And of course, since then, being older and dating in the world right now and how it is. Don't say anything. And also, I like to do other stuff too. I am a licensed esthetician. And, I have to say this about my group. I have a good group. They're all very educated overachievers who are always just pushing that positive vibe for women and for me too, because without my friends and that positive enforcement, so I'm glad we're having this. Who knows where we'd be right now, or I would be right now. So this is good that we have this platform.
Love it.
Come on, ladies.
Look, Cobb been ready. Cobb was so excited.
I'm muted. Okay. Sorry, I had to mute myself for a little bit. So I'm Renee, and I like when I hear people talk about experience, because I feel like for a lot of us, experience is our best teachers. And I know a lot of people think that we shouldn't really have a say-so just because we've been married, because that marriage has failed. And how can you tell people about relationships? We all have something to bring to the table. So I love to talk about that. I've been married twice, and those experiences probably drove me to my new career choice, which is marriage and family therapist. So I'm currently an accountant working for the government, but in reality, if you could do what you wanted to do in life, you do it, right? Time. So I went ahead and completed my degree last year, but I couldn't really do the internship because I still got to pay bills. So, being able to work and do an internship for my licensure kind of like brought everything to a halt for me. But this January, I'm going to start again and go ahead and get that out the way because relationships really are my passion. Marriage, it really is my passion. Like, I really have a desire to see marriages succeed. And one of the things that drove me to this is being married so young in life and having kids so young in life. I realized I didn't really know what marriage was. I didn't really know what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I'm in a place today where I kind of got more of an understanding. I mean, it's not perfect, but I know that I bring something different to the table today than I did when I was 26 years old. And so I want to help people come to that realization that, just because you've done it before and it didn't work out, doesn't mean you can't do it again. You know what I'm saying? You're a different person today, if you're evolving. So that's kind of like, what my passion is right now.
Okay. Love it. And welcome back, Renee. We
Thank
enjoyed
you.
you.
Well, I'll go next. Hello, I am Alicia Michelle on Facebook. I am on this journey. I was in a relationship for 26 years. We were married for 18, divorced now for 3 years. And so I've just been on this journey of learning and unlearning. I've been someone's wife and or mother since I was 19. So then I find myself at 50, like, well, who am I? Like, what do I like? To the point of I've gone to the grocery store like, ooh, what do I like to eat? Because I'm always thinking of family or husband or kids or grandkids or whatever the case may be. So just learning who I am, unlearning the things that I thought I knew about myself and accepting those things about myself. But I think I've heard, evolution. I've heard coming out of darkness. I've heard healing. I'm on that journey and I'm a woman's woman. So just here to be transparent on the knocks on the forehead, right? I feel like I'm the elder of the group, and most of these ladies I've connected with via Facebook, via our journeys, where we relate, and because I'm an Aries and they love me so much because
Aries is my soulmate, I believe.
But just trying to date in a world that has changed. I haven't dated in 30 years, like the mindset, the ideologies, the men.
Do we even call it dating?
They have changed. They've changed, or maybe I have changed. I don't know, but I don't.
The men. What did you say? What do you mean by the men?
Ooh,
look at you.
Man, I'm coming from an old school perspective, right?
Yeah.
So by my grandparents. So I saw my grandfather be that traditional man who worked, brought home his paycheck to his wife, and was that silent storm in the household. He didn't say much. My grandmother ran the household verbally, but my grandfather was the headship, and that was known. But they had this respect. So a lot of these conversations that we have today about who's gonna pay and who's gonna this and who is that, and
we gonna get into that.
Oh, but I like flowers too.
Yeah.
Like I can't relate to that, and I'm just that girl who I still like my door open, but give me the autonomy to be me, because I'm going to help you evolve into the best you. And I find a lot of people go in, people, not just men, but we go into these relationships with these thoughts. We leave out the humanness. We go into the romance. We want, what we see in the movies, but we leave out the humanness. Like love gets hard, love gets ugly.
Yeah.
And
People
we
are
lie
unrealistic.
about that journey. We lie about it. And
Yeah.
realistically, relationships hold up these mirrors. It ain't cute all the time, but we want that romance. And I just come from conflict resolution and communication and understanding hierarchy and understanding roles. And things have changed. And so I'm having a hard time navigating. I really am having a hard time navigating, because
Don't worry, we're
I'm short on the
gonna
bullshit.
straighten you up a little bit.
Short
Oh,
on
wow.
the But yeah, so I'm just here for the weirdos, I've never felt like I felt fit in, and
now I know that that's my superpower. So that's who I'm rooting for. The people who don't fit in,
Yeah.
you know, and that's okay. Like it's really okay. So, you know, I'm representing a whole bunch of little genres here.
Word.
Amen.
I guess I'll go ahead and go next. So my name is Ashley Carvello. On Facebook, I'm Amelia Birmingham. And I've also been married for 8 years. I've been divorced for about 8 years now. And I have one teenage daughter. She'll be 18 this month in 10 days.
Let's go, Scorpio. Let's go.
You like Dwayne. And she was Scorpio through and through too. So very interesting. And I'm a Capricorn, so we butt heads a little bit, but we're making it work. By day, I am a VP of HR, and I also have an HR consulting firm. And I guess by night I'm a mommy. I have been dating on and off these last 8 years and have found it very, very challenging. And mostly because of me. I think my background, I was raised in a traditional household. My father was a major in the Air Force. We traveled all around. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. And so I got to see they had a very wonderful marriage. My dad passed away a couple years ago, but up until then they were married almost 40 years. So I got to see the ins and outs of a relationship and the give and take and what each person brought to the table and kind of how our traditional marriage works. And I thought that was the life I was going to have as well. But I don't know anymore in this world, what people, I feel like there's a lot of broken people, and not to say I'm perfect at either, but a lot of broken people who have had very challenging childhoods they have not dealt with. And they're bringing that into their adult relationships. Because of those challenging childhoods, they've made very poor decisions in relationships, and they're also bringing that trauma in. And being a Capricorn, honestly, I just don't have the appetite for it. I don't want to raise anybody else. My daughter's on the way out the house. I don't want to raise anybody. I don't really want to have to tell somebody the same thing multiple times. I'm
the same way.
I don't want to be betrayed and have to forgive anybody for betrayal. I don't do well with that. And I want somebody who's going to appreciate and love me the first time. I don't want you to have to fuck me over for you to realize that what you have. So, I have, that's my struggle out here. And,
struggle bus.
Well, there was a famous philosopher once said, you can't raise a man.
What?
He's already grown.
Hey, Michelle.
He's already grown.
Okay.
Hey, Michelle.
Yeah. Yeah. And I go on dates, all of y'all, the dating. We'll get into it, but
we about to get into that dating.
We getting into that.
I got talking points on dates, get people left at tables, get people in mid-conversation. So it's rough out here.
Yeah, I got a few questions.
Yeah, we've been talking about the Cheesecake Factory. Oh Lord. I'm not going. Now
So we got one more person.
All right, that's me. Nikki. I'm Nikki. Nikki Howard on Facebook, Nikki Nevermind on Instagram. But I, like Ashley and Tina, I'm a single mom. I've got a absolutely fantastic senior in high school, and she gets all of everything. But I've been divorced 15 years now. And so I was married to her father. It didn't work, but we co-parent and we make the best of what it is. I've been navigating these single streets, and it is ghetto.
And Ashley,
I will say, I think, I might have been Camille's crash test dummy for a while. I had my own share of toxic shit. I mean, I'm a Leo, so shut up, Dwayne. But you know, you live and you learn, and I like to say I've learned a lot through my own issues as well as, you know, identifying others' issues.
Okay.
I am, you know, I've maneuvered myself and I'm in a healthy, happy relationship now. So
that's what's up.
that's what's up.
That's what's up.
And no one has asked me what I bring to the table.
Ain't that it?
Or to pay half.
My dog.
Listen.
But I'm just saying, you know, I mean, I think in this day and age, we want a man to be a man. And I mean,
provide.
I don't apologize for the fact that my daddy spoiled me. I don't apologize for the fact that my granddaddy spoiled me. I'm okay with that.
Absolutely.
I take care of myself. I absolutely do. But I'm not about to, you know, take on another dependent and call that a man. That's not how this works. I think Camille put something like that in the ops. That's an op. At least that was my note. I don't know. I might have read it wrong, but that's
a man who needs my money is the ops, for real.
That's the op. That's what I said. It's in my notes.
Enemy number one.
By the way, if y'all do get Camille's book, it's homework. It's
it's homework.
It's homework.
You got to do the homework, though.
You got to do homework.
I'm gonna buy the book tonight. I done bought about 3 books this week.
People have a lot of talk, a lot of thoughts, a lot of what you should do, but not a lot of walking. You got to do the work. You have to do the work.
You got to do the work.
Life is gonna make you do the work. Life is gonna make you do the work, and you either gonna be stuck or you gonna one day do the work.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, sometimes it helps you just to realize that you're not stuck.
Yeah.
I'm never stuck.
So, never stuck.
You're never stuck.
It's always a way.
So, I mean, and not only that, and I know we, you know, some people say, you know, like when some people might piss you off and you kind of have this fuck your feelings kind of attitude towards them. But sometimes you got to say, fuck my own feelings. Do the right thing for yourself.
Man, we ain't even talked about nothing, and I learned a lot about y'all.
I mean, this is why I chose them, because I already knew.
Okay.
You smart as fuck.
Smart girl.
Right.
So, okay, so everybody said the dating world is trash, right? What makes it trash? The question is, like, do you give guys a chance, or you just be like, it's trash? I ain't dealing with nothing. I'm just straight up.
We give them a chance, and that's why we say it's trash.
However, they I don't know. It's the audacity.
Guys don't give themselves a chance. Like, they come with the mediocre, the half-ass, the good morning, beautiful, and no other content through it. You don't give yourself a chance. What do you want me to do with that? Like, I'm busy, seriously. So what do you want me to do with that?
I think it's just low effort, right?
It's
low effort.
It's
very low effort. They want high reward and low effort.
Yep.
Yeah, and
maybe that works for a certain caliber of woman. And, you know,
exactly.
And hats off to them, but you know, we're all not the same. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wouldn't call it trash if I'm being completely honest. It is some trash out there. I think it's trash across the board on both sides, right? Mm-hmm. I think it just is what it is, though. I think that I don't know if y'all saw my post earlier. I posted about the line as R&B singers. I think all of us, especially our age group, are stuck in this R&B fairy tale shit. We want that, and then we're presented with a situation it doesn't match the fairy tale, and then we call it trash.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, but I do know I've had my share of bullshit, right? But I think for the most part, and this is just my observation about it, we're expecting something that's not real. You know what I'm saying? Like we're expecting something that's not real. Alicia said earlier something about a mirror. Like the relationships are a mirror to show you. Like we're really supposed to like be learning through like our situations. Every person that we meet is not like the end all be all. You know what I mean? And so for me, I'm not dating. I choose to be single, but I still have the lessons of somebody that would be in a relationship because I'm actually doing the work on myself. You know what I mean? So like it's trash out here, but at the same time, like, are we expecting something that don't even really exist?
And I really do agree with what I'm sorry, Lisa. I really say that exact same thing, that I didn't think it was trash. I think sometimes we have to adjust our expectations, because for me, I do date, but I don't date with such expectations as I used to, meaning every guy that I met, I'm sizing him up for husbandry. You know, I'm looking at him and I'm trying to see where he fits into my little world. And I think relationships are too complex for that. If you're going to be dating and meeting people while you're out and about, I just take it for face value for what it is. We're just out. Yeah. We're having a good time. We're having some drinks. We're sharing some conversation. I'm getting some male energy. You're getting some female energy. Yes. And that's just really all it is. Because when you start talking about actually building a relationship with somebody, you're talking about putting in some work. You go out there with the intention on putting in that kind of work. Because I know I did. And I just wanted a drink and some good conversation. You know what I'm saying?
So, okay. So to clarify, I think that we all recognize that. And so when I speak at least about the dating world being trash, I'm speaking from a perspective of it's almost non-existent. Like it's a hookup culture as opposed to an actual dating world. You know what I mean? Like there's an expectation attached to everything, as opposed to let's just, get to know each other and see what's happening. You know what I mean? So I feel like we all understand that there's work as far as the relationship, and none of us, I don't think, go into it thinking that this is my next husband. But so like when Ashley was saying, the low effort, there's low effort in even just trying to, some men just trying to get into know women.
Yeah.
And it's like this whole insert woman here. They don't care anything about the particulars of that woman. They just want a female body
that looks good on their arm when they go out. But they don't want other people looking at you. It's different. Like I'm not a dater. I don't date a lot. I don't like people. No, but I do. I have been in maybe like 2 relationships since I've been divorced. I've been divorced about 7-8 years now. And I've only had 2 relationships. One of them was like 4 years off and on, and currently in between in a relationship right now. So I think that's one of the things I'm trying to figure out for myself.
What is Nikki and Ashley doing there?
Because they know me, and that's me. I don't like to date. I don't, and I do feel like
I wish you did.
I do. You do. You're not gonna find that perfect. I wish I could say, okay, I went out with this guy and it was good, blah blah blah. I just don't like people, and then when I like people, I like them and I give them chances.
Too many chances. Too many.
To be, yeah.
But that's what How to Spot the Ops is about. Like
that's not but you do your own. Tina is her biggest opt of herself. Tina is her own opt.
And you've seen the statistics. You've seen what they're gonna do. That's what the fuck they gonna do.
Right.
Like after a certain
but
point.
You know what? Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. And that's what listen here, Camille, I'm telling you. I done told Tina so many times, you fall for the banana in the tailpipe every time.
I agree. I agree with Camille and Renee. I would say I'm not gonna say it's trash. I would say there are some quality men out here available in the dating pool. How many? I don't know. I feel like I tend to I tend to attract pretty good men. I think it just comes to do our morals and everything. Do they align for me?
Mm-hmm.
When we start talking about on the surface, everything is fine. I think for me, I dig a little too deep, but when you start having the real conversations, that's when you just I start digging up and realizing that a lot of times, maybe our morals and values and what we believe in, and what we want to see our life look like, as well, don't really align.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of getting to know somebody.
I think that, at least amongst this group, we attract all kinds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the ones I talk to, because if you
right,
the
ones we choose or we give an opportunity to, because we don't get an opportunity. I mean, everybody ain't able.
Everybody ain't worthy of that opportunity.
Everybody ain't able.
Everybody ain't able.
So,
and then when you start talking about finances, I'm sure we can get into that, but that just complexity on top of it, because it is what it is.
He can't afford these problems, right?
I don't even think it's that.
It's just that a lot of people are not financially secure, and they're not. And at this age, I'm sorry, and the thing is, the rebuttal was always, well, people have been through things. I've been divorced. I lost everything. Me too. I was divorced. I left every single thing to my ex-husband. I'm talking about, I only took a suitcase of my clothes. I left him the house. I left him all of the furniture. I left everything to get away from that situation. Everything. And I have been able to, with determination, surpass beyond my wildest dreams of where I thought I was going to be. And so, to see somebody, you've been divorced 10 years, 8 years, 5 years, whatever it is, and you really don't have anything to show for yourself at 50 years old. Your credit sucks. You don't have any money in savings. You haven't prepared for, you don't have any money in 401k. What are you going to do if you have to retire? Who's going to, how are you going to take care of yourself? You don't own a home. There's just, it just,
you want somebody to build.
The math doesn't math. The math doesn't math. And we talk about building, but I can maybe build with somebody at my same level, but I'm not really willing, once again, to try to teach somebody the ABCs of credit at 50.
Well, one philosopher used to say,
oh, Lord. Here you go with that philosopher shit. He about to quote Master P or somebody.
Not Master P.
You telling our age for real now.
For real. Who said that?
Too short. Go ahead.
I cannot. Let me ask y'all this though. So, with all these experiences, because we can all agree that we didn't all had experiences, right? Yeah. How do you feel like these experiences have influenced your self-worth? How has it impacted your self-worth as a woman? All your experience. What would y'all say about it?
I feel like I know somebody mentioned that they're not the same person they were. I got married very, very young, in my 20s, early 20s. Married, wife, 4 kids. I also have a senior in high school. She just came home from basketball. Hey, Jada. And the 20-year-old Tina, the 30-year-old Tina, now the 40-year-old Tina, those are different people, in different cycles in my life. Just like your fashion changed, I feel like I'm still discovering me. Who knows, maybe the 50-year-old Tina will be at a different point. So it's really just being okay with, this is not what I like anymore. I don't, this is not the same experience, same joy I got from doing this or from being involved in this situation. And it's okay to make those changes and those choices and be like, let's start something different or let's try something different. So I feel like we're always constantly going to be changing, evolving, and discovering who we are. And like no woman, I don't care how old you are, is going to say, well, yeah, I've been the same. Nothing's changed. Something about you is going to change. Something is going to make you do something differently or evolve differently. So that's the way I look at it. And that you apply that to dating too. So still coming for me. But
I mean, but that's part of growth. You know, you don't, hopefully you're not the same person that you were when you were 20 or even when you were 30, especially for those of us who are 40 and up, you know, that's a decade ago. You know, you've had, you know, if you think about between age 20 to 30, you've had 10 years to figure out some things, and you might not figure it all out. I mean, hell, I don't think I figured it all out, but
definitely,
you know, that's a decade. From 30 to 40, that's a decade to figure some things out. So you're going to be a different person, and that's okay.
It's completely okay.
Definitely.
But you should be on the path of steady growth.
Yeah, that's what it should be. Like, keep moving forward. That's my slogan. You got to progress. You got to move forward. I mean, and applying that to your career and everything you do, like it just shows positive end results at the end. So
but I think we say that, but then like when it comes to dating, relationships, we want it to be the same all the time. You know what I mean? And so like I think that is like maybe something that we need to revisit, because for me, I'm all on like realistic shit. You know what I mean? So if I'm applying to myself that I evolve and that I grow, then I also think that like within a relationship, then it's not going to always be the same either. Right. You know what I mean? So like what we're expecting from a relationship, we're not getting it. We're not getting it. So then it's like, what do we need to evolve in our minds as far as like what we're expecting and what we should want in the relationship?
The way yourself. I think a lot of people fall into that. They expect, like, I know I'm big on that too. I would never do that. That would, you know, you can't expect you from the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain things you do in the way you are, you want that person to know that, especially if you've had a relationship, you've been together for a while. But being able to determine like, okay, that's not what I would have done in that situation.
Right.
And really have the, you know, the big girl talking, like, how do we, you know, get over this, or what do we do to work out this conflict that we had, that I wouldn't have done this, but you did it. So different things like that. Like expecting you from somebody else is a huge factor, I think, in some relationships too.
I think it's what you expect out of a relationship. Like a relationship is not the cure for loneliness. It's not the cure for sadness. It's not. We're looking for the relationship to fill voids.
Yeah.
And you gotta do that for you, and then bring your wholeness to a relationship. But we come into relationships looking for the relationship to be the end all be all, to fix what's going on in us. And realistically, like what I said, the relationship really is a mirror to show you your shit that you need to fix in you. Like everything comes back. Nothing in any situation, circumstance, or relationship ever needs to change but you. Ever.
Exactly.
I think most people have
relationships to be the antidote, and it's not. It's the relationship we have with us.
That's right.
I think most people haven't had haven't been able to even see that mirror, like see what it looks like, right? I mean, I think to Camille's point, we romanticize relationships, you know, based off of a lot of people. The only positive relationships they've ever really seen are on TV, right? You know, people start talking about Cosby Show and stuff like this. And you never really got to see what a real marriage looks like. And you never really got to see people grow within a relationship. And you never really got to see people have conflict within a relationship or change into different iterations of themselves, but still manage to
remain together,
to their commitment to be together. And so in this world, in the world we currently live in, you find yourself, as soon as, you know, this person changed, they gain a couple of pounds, or they change the way they dress, or their whatever, they just decide they want to go back to school, whatever it is that this person is changing, they're no longer the person you met anymore, then you're done with them. You know, I don't, you know, they're not the same person, you know, they were when I met them. I'm no longer attracted to them. I no longer want to be here. And, you know, that's not, I mean, there's no point if that's the way you truly feel, and there is no point of being married. You might as well just be in a relationship until you feel like it no longer serves you, and then move on, because you're going to grow. You're not going to be, even now, if you got married today in your 40s, in your 60s, you're probably going to be a whole different person with different points. And if you're,
that's why I think Jada and Will are the perfect example of a real relationship right now. Like, even though it's like she's on some bullshit, okay,
but he's been on some before. Now it's like they take turns.
When I say real, yeah, I'm not talking like the fairy tale shit. Like, I'm talking about like the real shit of who you are. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna love you through it. I'm gonna love you through
this
it.
Is who she is.
Yeah,
she's in love with somebody else. Okay, but Will, they're married. What did they say? We ride together, we die together. Bad marriage for life. Okay, that's what the fuck they said. So like, the marriage is like the contract. So like, but what they're showing is they're dedicated to the contract. You know what I mean? Like,
that's
even if it's like some fucked up or like stressful shit that I would not ever fucking do.
Like, they're sticking by the choice.
But honestly, the good times outweigh the bad times. They probably still winning. I mean,
oh, they definitely winning.
It sounds crazy, but
winning is an understatement for what they're doing. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I mean, you know, we're only seeing like these little highlights, but if they enjoy each other's company and enjoy each other more time than they don't.
And I think when you said looking for relationships to fill voids, I think people project that when you first meet them. And that's why the low effort and all that stuff comes into play, is because you projecting I'm looking for a husband like right now type stuff. So how can we get to the point where when we dating, we just getting to know each other? Why is there so many expectations and so many I don't know the word, but we looking for something instead of just seeing what happens and try to enjoy each other?
I think it depends on where you are in the phase of dating, like because if your desire or you have a goal of marriage, if marriage is what I want, why then just deal with someone who I know that's not necessarily their goal, or they don't even know if that's their goal?
Well, you don't have to deal with them, but you should get to know them.
To your point, Dwayne, though, I guess I want to know what makes you assume, or what makes you think that's, you know, what is she projecting or giving that makes you think that she's going for marriage, or you know what I mean?
Because she talked about it on the first date. Is that something that's like,
man.
I mean, right? So like, you know, and this is an obvious cue. I guess I'm curious to know why would you think that, as opposed to, you know, because maybe it could be something subject to interpretation. Maybe something she said triggered something in you she didn't necessarily say she wanted to be, you know, or, you know, like a woman might say, you know, yeah, my goal is to be married.
That doesn't mean she want to marry you.
But that doesn't mean she want to marry you. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what makes you think that that's where?
Because I think if you don't make your intentions up front, then I'm sorry, I feel like the male species has the propensity to waste your time, right? You'll find yourself 3 years down the road in a situationship with somebody. And when you bring it up to them, they're going to throw in your face, you know, I told you from the beginning, I was just going with the flow. I didn't know what I wanted. And so if you are very clear of what you want, I do think that you should state your intention from the beginning, and you should not entertain anybody who does not have the exact same intention. You'll be wasting your time.
Right.
And
I
like
agree.
Love and Toxic. Have you guys watched that on BT? In Love and Toxic? Like, that show, I think it's mostly overseas, and it's about couples who are in love and their relationships are toxic and they're working it out, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of them haven't been married. And this one situation where this couple said, he told his partner's father, and all he asked him was, "What do you think about my daughter?" He said, "I'm never gonna marry your daughter."
Wait a
And
minute.
she was like shocked. And she's had a baby by this man and everything, thinking they're gonna be married. He's like, "I'm never gonna marry her." And it's like, wow, now that's toxic.
Her daddy
So like,
what?
and like,
But you know what? That's on her though. That's on her because that's not the first time the man told her that.
Then he had to have said that to her.
Absolutely.
At one point.
Yeah.
But from what she's pertaining, from my point of view, she felt like they are eventually going to get married.
That's
like,
on her. If that man told you he did not want to be married to you,
if he had a baby,
that's
she
on
thought
her.
that was going to seal the deal. It was
That's
like,
yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. People are
a lot of
unrealistic.
times women hear what they want to hear from men.
Yeah.
And men say that a lot too. Women hear what they want to hear, not what the man is actually
But then I think he's sending mixed signals too, because he's like, I want to be with her forever, but I'm never going to marry her.
That's not a mixed
Well,
signal.
That's not a big thing at all.
I think it is.
Because
but
what he
Tina,
wants.
it's not even just about that, but she has to get clear on what she wants.
Yeah.
So if she doesn't want to be with him, just with him forever, and she wants to be married, then she has to get clear on that. And I mean, if that, that's a boundary, then that's a boundary. And she has to make that decision. It's not always just on him.
You got to be willing to walk away. And
Exactly. And that's the problem, is that a lot of women are not willing to walk away. They want to stick it out, see if he changes. No,
Be down.
or he already and like I say all the time, you fall for the banana in the tailpipe every time.
I don't drink to that. Stay 10 toes down.
Told you that this is not what he's about. That you're trying to make a frog into a prince. No.
So for me, it's the opposite, because I'm the one. I don't want to date.
How long do you give them? 3 dates, 2 dates, 1 date?
I don't want to date. I mean, I want to date, but I'm not looking for a marriage. Mm-hmm. I'm not looking for commitment. So it's like, for me, it's the stereotypical opposite.
And they don't like that.
We're actually in the same boat.
So I'm the one.
They can't hang that in front of you like a little carrot.
I'm the one that's saying, I'm being upfront. I'm the one that's saying, look, I'm not really in a space to where I want to, like, be in a serious relationship with anybody. I'm really focused on A, B, C, and D. But then they will come in and will say, okay, I'm cool with that. But then after a few dates, they want something more serious. So like, I am the opposite as far as like what is like expected of how women.
And I don't know why you're that way, Camille. I know for me, I know what it takes to make a relationship work. I know the time and the effort and the energy and all that goes into making a real relationship work. And I know I'm in the middle of some really serious things right now that I'm working on and trying to accomplish. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm not going to have the time. It's not going to be fair to him.
Exactly. That's my mindset.
So it's not that I don't want a relationship or want to be married, because I do, but I won't enter in at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying?
And I agree with you 100% right there. That's exactly where I am. I know where I am. I do not want to waste anybody's time. So that's why I'm very upfront about where I am. Like, you know what I mean?
So that's how men think, but they just don't say it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
I think so.
And then for you saying it as a woman, so are they angry with you afterwards, or they feel like, oh, she, like, you turn into the bad guy?
Feelings.
Yeah, like,
so more than they said.
I haven't encountered that for a couple of times. I am the bad person, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I do end up saying, well, you knew what this was, and I feel
so now you're the bad guy.
Hey.
I'm like, damn,
you can't always be the hero.
But I'm very upfront. I'm very upfront about what it is.
Camille is the man you can feel about.
Hey, you the hometown hero.
Okay. Put her on the float.
Say hello to the bad guy.
Okay.
I'm always up front, so I get when men say that. I get when they say, well, you knew what this was from the beginning. Like, I don't take it as like, you dumb bitch. I don't take it like that. It's like, I actually told you
Mm-hmm.
that I didn't want a relationship right now. You know what I mean? Because I know myself, you know.
I think the difference is for you really don't want a relationship. This is how I feel about men though. I feel like most of the time it's the for you is with you is silent, right? It's not that they don't want to be in a relationship, they just don't want to be in a relationship with
you.
Because they'll mess around and say that, and then the next woman that they date, they'll be in a relationship with her.
In a relationship. Yeah,
I think
I got stories on that. Yes.
Wanting to be in a relationship and then just being honest with the person and saying, I am open to being in a relationship. I really just don't want to be in a relationship with you. I mean, most men are just not going to come out and tell a woman that. And that's what I have found to be true.
So
but they don't come out and do that because they're scared. I'm not going to say scared. But they know that your reaction is going to be like, you might get offended or something like that. I think,
and then you're gonna stop. That's gonna be the point where you really cut them off too, though.
It's gonna be that they no longer have access to you. It's
you won't have access.
Right? Exactly. I don't think men are scared to offend you. They don't want to lose that access.
100%.
So because they will lie, cheat, steal.
Well, not all of us lie.
Well, no, but I'm saying, but those types of men will lie, cheat, and steal, and convince you that this is what they want, and then that's not really what they want. You know,
or lying by omission. A lot of them will not lie outright, but lying by omission is still lying.
That's true.
You can chop it up however you want to, and that goes back to the whole moral issues. But
I heard a man say that women don't ask the right questions. That they don't. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I heard a man say that. Women don't ask the right questions.
That's a manipulative bullshit.
That's very manipulative. Because then again, it's like, well, she didn't. Yeah, she's asking too much. My question that I hate is, what do you bring to the table? Like, I mean, turn this table over. Like, what do I bring to the table?
I got a question. I want to go around the room, real quick. Just the top 3 things you think makes a relationship work.
Honesty, transparency, communication.
That's it.
That's everybody's answer?
Honesty, aligning values, and communication.
See, mine was honesty, communication, and values.
Lisa?
I was going to say honesty, communication, and trust. I mean,
yeah. I feel like, you know, if you have those things, if you have the honesty and the values and the transparency, then, I mean, you know what I mean? Then that means that if you're in a relationship, your values have to align, right? So I feel like that honesty and transparency and communication is really the key factors.
So the common thing that I'm hearing is communication, right? I think we
it's
can
key. Communication is key for everything.
How do we improve that between men and women, right? Like what would y'all recommendations be? Like, how do we improve the communication so that there are no gaps in like understanding and expectation? Like Camille is like, yo, I'm letting you know this is what I want, right? Yeah. And then, you know, women have communicated things, men have communicated things. So how do we bridge those gaps in communication? Like, what's y'all's advice on that? How do we bridge them gaps?
I feel like the first thing is when you set boundaries, you have to stick with them. A lot of times women, we talk a lot and we talk real strong. And then when it comes time to back that up, when it comes time to back that up, we can't hold firm to it. So it just ends up being words. So they don't trust. Like, it's like, girl, go on somewhere because you're just talking because, you know, you dick drunk or you too invested into this relationship.
Man in a tailpipe.
You got to be able to. So one of the things that I didn't hear is, and that I'm working on myself, is to detach from the need to control the outcome. Like, I am really working on detaching from the need to control outcome.
Ain't no woman on earth ever did that. You'd be the first one.
I mean, because really, it is what it is. You know what? I'm going to do a lot of talking.
But Dwayne, you're absolutely right. There are a lot of women, I mean, and not necessarily ones I've talked to on this panel, but there are a lot of women who are not able to do that. So, yeah, you're
because control is like
relinquishing that. So, you know, I mean, especially
And the need to control it. That's how you end up a pick me. That's how you end up doing more than you need to be doing, because a man who wants to will. I don't care what you say, what you do, how you do it, who you do it with.
But think about a woman and how she controls everything. All the women on this panel are in control of everything they have going on in their life. We all own houses, cars, blah, blah. We have great jobs, kids. We control so much. Right. And I know for me, myself, to let go of control sometimes, it's so, like, that is really
impossible.
A thing. It's like,
what do you really control? You say you have control, but what do you really control? Yourself. At the end of the day, we feel like okay, let me tell you this. My kids are grown. My youngest will be 30. The hardest thing about parenting is parenting adult children. Why? Because that control that I thought I had, I super know I don't have it now, right? But at the same time, if you think back to it, when we raise our kids, we don't control when they cry. We don't control when they pee. We respond to it. What do you control? The only thing that you really control is you.
Right. And that's what I'm saying about the unrealistic expectations. The unrealistic
but there are some people who think that they can control outcomes. So, like I know someone who thinks that, if I keep giving and giving and giving, then he will also give and give and give, because that's what,
if I love you more, if I give you more of what you don't appreciate already, it's going to change your mind.
Exactly right. And it doesn't matter how many times he has shown her that that's not how this works. It doesn't matter how many times that other men have shown her that that's not how this works. She will not relinquish that control and sit back and chill out. So that's what I'm saying. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, there are some people who cannot relinquish that control.
And there's some people who don't recognize that they need to relinquish the control. We don't understand that we're really trying to control a situation when I try to outlove you, when I try to overlove you, when I try to negotiate with you. Really, I need to look at, this is how I'm approaching relationship, friendships, or whatever. Let me look at how you do you. Please don't change a thing. Exactly. Let me see if I fuck with how you do you.
Exactly.
And vice versa. Right. You should be doing that versus trying to change you and I wish this, that. Understanding that in relationships we grow together and we evolve, right? But I'm talking the heart of a person. I am 53. Ain't shit changing over here. You need to get in where you fit in, and either you fuck with it or you don't. And likewise,
you can't fuck with them.
Kind of like,
I love it.
Absolutely right. But this is a question about how do we kind of, fix that communication. I feel like, first of all, we need to set down these expectations that we're putting on other people. We can't control other people. So, and not only that, but we also, as both women and men, need to get very clear about what we want and where those boundaries are. So, and I see, particularly with the Mishas, they don't have any boundaries, and they don't set any boundaries. So they accept whatever. They try to work around or work with whatever, and make excuses, but they're miserable.
Somebody asked us about do we have any poor choices we've made? I saw that comment that came up.
Yeah. I was going to talk about that too.
I think that's a great question. Of course,
stereotypes and negative connotations being attached to men in some of these experiences, but are any women on the panel going to be accountable for making poor choices?
Anthony, I said in the beginning.
That's a great 100%. Yes. I married a man who already showed me who he was. Blank, period.
Yes.
God told me, do not walk down the aisle with this man. I was getting ready to call the wedding off, and I let people talk me out of it.
Right.
And I had to live with the consequences of my decision.
Yeah.
The difference is people talk about accountability. The accountability was the hell that I endured in my marriage, right? And everything I've had to do since then to bring my life back up to the point where I am now happy with it. So I made a very, very poor decision.
Right. So we've all been in that.
Definitely.
I'm the common denominator in all of my relationships.
And
I'm the common denominator in
yeah,
every last one of my
exactly. I
relationships.
gave up my entire life and gave up my entire life for someone who absolutely should not. I probably should have just run him over with my car.
Wait a minute.
Look, Dwayne, note to self.
Probably.
I ain't telling no lies.
When we
But
edit,
I mean, but the fact of the matter
Relationship
is that
podcast does not agree with.
of our guests are not necessary.
I said probably and allegedly, maybe. I don't know.
That's that Leo shit.
The fact is that, you know, I have to own my piece of that. Yes, you know, he absolutely was trash, but at the same time,
you picked
I was in trash.
You took the trash in.
You know, so,
Right.
you know, so we're speaking from a perspective now of
Definitely.
this is where we
Yes.
are.
Experiences.
Right.
Definitely.
You know,
And we
can't have
definitely know
those
that
without
I
the
know
good.
we're perfect.
Yeah.
We all know that we're not perfect.
Oh,
We all
wait a
know
minute,
here,
wait a
sitting
minute.
here, we
Okay.
all have our own flaws and our own
Right.
things of that nature. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's saying that they're, you know, the perfect catch, and you know, we've never made any wrong decisions. Of course, we have.
So are you taking the wrongdoings of the last guy and putting them on the new guy?
No.
I don't know.
It's not about
No,
I
specifically I went to therapy. I can say this. I went to
Wait a
therapy.
minute.
I went to therapy for that.
It's not
I think
about,
you- I think
it's
you're
not about putting it on the
subconsciously
new
doing it.
guy.
I
It's
think you're
about putting
subconsciously
it on
doing it.
yourself,
Why do you think that,
learning
Dwayne?
learning about yourself and moving forward positively.
He gets a better me. He gets a
Exactly.
better me.
It's not about putting it on anybody else.
No,
You
it's not about putting it on. But this last guy could have did something, and then this new guy do anything similar.
Well, the red flags that she's
That's not
pointing
right.
out are
Red
totally are
flag.
not are nowhere near comparable to the current relationship she's in. She
Right.
knows she avoided those, is what she's saying, and tried to make it work. Those were huge red flags.
Red flag is a red flag. So if this guy had a red flag and it's similar to this man's red flag, okay, well that is what it is.
But
I've
Yeah.
had men I've had men try to date me and say stuff like, oh, well, you know, in my last relationship, you know, they want to say women have baggage. I think that's funny because they have it too. But anyway,
Oh my God.
they say, well,
Yeah.
you know, from my ex-wife, I used to do all this for her, and I went and put gas in her car, and I paid all the bills and all this other kind of stuff. And
How many
so
times do you hear that?
he cheated on me or she did whatever. So in my next relationship, I'm not doing that. Is that not baggage? Now, if I was to say, well, for my ex-husband, I cooked him meals all the time, fixed his
Come
plate,
through.
put it in front
Yeah.
of him, rubbed his feet, rubbed his back, did all this shit. But you know what? He
Went
cheated
to
on
work,
me.
had the baby.
So I'm not going to do that for you.
Yeah.
You would be appalled. So I tell this: if you want the best version of me, then you have to bring the best version of you. And if I'm not coming into the relationship, no matter what I've been through, talking about what I'm not going to do for this next man, I don't want to hear no, you know what, in my face, telling me about what he's not going to do because it's a woman who was lesser than me. You're over here telling me how much of a better woman I am than your last woman, but you want to try to give me less?
I think we do. I
So
think we do a
Dwayne,
lot
that's
of.
what I was saying. Like this is you know, when I talk about my learning experiences, this is about what I learned about me and the boundaries that, you know, that I need to my accountability, because I went full steam ahead into that relationship when I basically ignored signs. So that, you know, I can't put that on anybody else. I can't, you know, put that on the next person. You know,
Yeah, that's all you, baby girl. That's all you.
But a lot of people are not introspective coming out of relationships like that.
Yeah. So they don't take the time. They don't take the
people
time.
are not introspective like that. And unfortunately, when you don't deal with those issues that Nikki's talking about, you're not healing from them. You're attracting that same energy to you in the next relationship. And then you're going through the exact same thing over and over again. But it's similar. It's similar things, different name, but similar situations. And it's because you didn't take the time to be introspective and heal those areas of your life. I know for me, a lot of times when I move on from a relationship, I know men might try to circle back, but really why you shouldn't do that is because I'm probably not the same person I was when I met you. I ain't even really attracted to you no more, really, to be honest, because I did work. You know what I'm saying? So, it's, you know, you're probably a nice person and I'm not mad. I've released you, but at the same time, the person that was attracted to you don't exist anymore. So, you know, that's that introspection that has to take place.
So someone is
Somebody
asking
in the comment.
how
I'm sorry.
much time do you spend in self-reflection?
Self-reflection and self-care between relationships.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. So shout out to my my life coach from that experience. That's who posed that question. But
baby Nikki, go ahead. I want to hear what you're gonna say. So I'm gonna see if you're gonna tell the truth.
No. I mean, I think. Listen, he said I was going through it. He was there every day, but but I mean, I think the time spent between relationships and self-care and all of that depends on the person, quite honestly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So because sometimes you start mourning a relationship before you
get out of it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Get out of it, right? Yeah. So
we know when we're done.
My inbox can prove that.
Listen,
our inbox is more than marriage moves.
Oh my God, let's see here.
Camille, what were you gonna say, sweetie?
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Camille? You were about to.
Somebody in the comments said, "Good men and women are developed." Like you're molded into. You're not just automatically a good man or a good woman, right? So like all of these experiences that we have been through, I think that all of the people that are on this panel right now are coming from the perspective of we have been developed into this, like, and we still got some tracking to go. You know what I'm saying? But like our perspectives are based off of what we took from our experiences and what we got out of it, and then what we also held ourselves accountable to. You know what I'm saying? All of those things are what is needed to develop something. Otherwise, it's a fucking weed. You know what I'm saying? Like there's trees, there's plants, and then there's weeds. Like the weeds are gonna grow every fucking year, but they can only grow so far. You know what I mean? But like those plants that y'all got in the background, those monsters, I love those. Those are my favorite plants. But like they grew from a seed and now they've grown into that. But if it was a weed, it would just only be able to get so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like we're all like developing into this being of who we are. You know what I mean?
And it's lifelong. It never changes.
Poor choices. We made poor choices. We're accountable for those poor choices. And now we're at the place to like knowing what we want. So it's not like I am looking at somebody and judging them and I'm saying, nah, I can't get what you. It's like I've done the work. And I think that that's where a lot of us, like, we go back and forth, men and women, like the gender war. That shit is so tiring right now. But like the people,
I don't even want to talk about the gender war things anymore. I tell people, don't even send me no. I don't want to see no Facebook clips about it. Don't send me.
We've done the work. If you've done the work, that shit is exhausting.
I think that gender war shit, that's so immature.
Heavy.
Yeah,
it's a red flag. It's just an indication. Right now, for me, it's exhausting, but at the same time, I'm laughing. Like, okay,
absolutely.
That's what you on. Like, maybe I was on that at one point in time in my life. You know, like back in my fucking 20s. But now I'm damn near 50. So like the stuff that y'all are talking about, that people are talking about every day I log in, I can't fucking relate.
But wait a minute, y'all.
Well, the main thing is women want money. They just want your money.
But wait a minute, hold on. This is what a lot of people not realizing know about what's happening right now. A lot of that stuff's not even real. So when those are actors, actresses, those are social media influencers, whatever. And so they trying to go viral, they trying to get likes and hits. So they make these fake scenarios up, right? And then all of a sudden it just goes crazy across social media, and it's like it's pitting us against each other. But the scenario wasn't even real. That cheesecake scenario was not real.
It was a skit.
That was a fake scenario to get everybody all riled up. And so I'm really needing everybody to be more vigilant with those types of things and stop letting that stuff bottle us, because that's the kind of stuff they putting out. Yeah, for real. Because that's the kind of stuff they putting out to get us pitted against each other. That wasn't no real scenario. It wasn't even going down. Like, I know there's some people that don't go to Cheesecake Factory and whatnot. I'm one of them, but it's really
Cheesecake Factory is delicious.
I ain't going to know
my bestie takes me to St. Elmo.
Don't even get me started with that. Bill be 300, okay?
I don't even take myself there.
Dude, I ain't going to Cheesecake Factory. That's just me, though.
You gotta go, but let me tell you something. That peanut butter chocolate cheesecake can get it every time.
I do eat the cheesecake.
I eat the cheesecake. But now
She said, now we can go get some cheesecake to go, but I'm not going to
I want my bang bang chicken too.
Look, they come to the table and make a book for Amelia. I
like Texas Roadhouse, though. You can take me to Texas Roadhouse.
That's what Texas Roadhouse.
Go ahead.
I love
it. I think the Cheesecake Factory created it.
Hey, now, I'm not going to Texas Roadhouse. I'm not
Texas
going.
Roadhouse.
I'm there with my kids. So give me them hot butter rolls.
I'm trying to
cinnamon. Yeah.
Cinnamon butter. Lord have mercy.
Man, I walked in there and they had the peanuts on the floor. I turned around and left.
I did not.
I just
back in the day, well, not today. Back in the day, we
they don't do that no more.
They don't do it no
peanut allergies, honey.
Oh.
So it's been a while since you've been
being allergic to everything.
Everything.
Hey, this was fun. Y'all are hilarious. Y'all are insightful.
We need a part two. We need a part two. I don't feel like we got to do
Dwayne, can we answer your questions, Dwayne? I thought you had some questions for. Yeah,
I know. Did we hit Dwayne's questions, or did listen? I feel like my game plan worked because Dwayne didn't have his questions.
Hey, you get my question.
I just want to say that hay is for horses, Dwayne. I've been waiting to say that to him.
Oh, my bad. You know, well, that means y'all stallions.
You know, the crazy thing is, I mean, okay, so every show, right? I'm just gonna talk a little bit behind the scenes. I do be having hella questions, right? But I like to see how the conversation is gonna flow. And realistically, the questions that I had, the way that our conversation flowed, I didn't really even have to go into it, right? But I think one thing I want to say is because, you know, one thing I want to do is bridge the gap because I'm with y'all. I didn't see the 50-50 conversations. I didn't see you shouldn't have expectations and all this stuff. It's a lot of divisiveness. And I think we all can agree on that, right? So just from y'all personal experience or any advice that's on your heart, what advice do you have for our listeners to get past the divisiveness, right? Because I mean, if you like cheesecake, eat hella Cheesecake Factory.
Eat the cheesecake.
You gotta do you. Like my mom said, you gotta do you.
I think you have to stop consuming. You have to stop consuming that type of content, right? Because the more you consume that type of content, especially on social media, the more you're fed that type of content.
Yeah.
Because in reality,
I'm good for blocking people. I'm good for snoozing people. I'm good for deactivating pages. I'm good for somebody sending that crap to me and just not responding. So I think, you know, you have to decide what you're willing or what you're going to feed your body, what you're going to feed your soul, what you're going to feed your mind, because what you feed yourself is what you're going to get more of.
That's real.
Yeah, I mean, and as our good friend Star said, get into who's into you.
Ain't that it?
Find your
You hear me?
Get into you. Yep. That's big.
All I'm saying. Like, stop taking shit personal.
Get into who's into you.
Like, just keep it like it. It is what it is. Like whatever people say, okay. Like it. But to be fair, it did take me a minute to get to this place, to where I'm just like, okay, if that's what you believe, that's okay. You know what I mean? But if I'm not with it, okay, let me walk over this way. I'm not going to take shit personal. There's a lot of people. Look, I grew up in a family where it was an alcoholic family. It was totally dysfunctional. I've never seen any kind of like love, peace, and happiness. Like it just was like chaotic. But because I am at a place to where I understand that everybody goes through shit, right? Yeah. But it's a choice it's a choice to what you choose to what you're going to do with it. You know what I mean? So it's like, if somebody come and say they want to go to Applebee's, we don't have to belittle them. But I'm not fucking going though. You know?
Right. You can go to Applebee's.
But that's your preference. So
Meet me at Applebee's.
But if I say I don't want to go, don't be mad at me about that either. But I'm not mad that you want to go there. I just don't. Yeah. I know. For me, I like vibes. I like a vibey kind of spot.
Definitely.
I like experience.
Yeah.
A vibey spot.
Get into who's into
in Applebee's. You know what I mean? But like, I'm not going to Applebee's just so I can meet up with some motherfucker who's gonna bring what you doing energy to Applebee's.
What's your 5-year plan?
Good morning, beautiful. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh yeah.
Why should I date you? What makes you special?
But at least
Grand Rising Queen.
Or something where I can like enjoy.
Oh my God! Did you say Grand Rising?
Yeah, the Grand Rising.
In the red rose. Red flag.
And what you doing you to death?
What you doing, Grand Rising Queen?
Oh man.
What's wrong with that?
What's right with it?
Basically.
It's a greeting. It's just greeting you, Grand Rising Queen.
There's nothing wrong with it, but statistics show.
Tell them, Camille.
Daniel said he won't in on the all-male panel.
Yeah, somebody says we definitely need a 6-man panel. So there's a part.
I want to make sure. Oh yeah, Dan done volunteered. Make sure Dan's on it. Make sure.
Boy, because he ain't lying about the over 40 and dating.
Let's see. So. Well, we can. I got some people you can invite.
Yeah, because the over dating, the over 40 and dating is wild. It's really
Lisa, can I answer your question? Because I thought that was a really good question. I think one of the things that we probably could do is really just remember that social media is an open forum and everybody can be on it. It don't matter who you are. You can be a homeless person at the library. I knew somebody that was like that now. You could be a homeless person at the library during the day and people can think you're a genius just because of the little stuff you saying on social media, you know, and you have a lot of followers. But it's people on there from all different walks of life. We all come from somewhere. And so really, like I think Ashley said it best, you got to stop consuming everything that everybody is saying. You know what I'm saying? Because we not all on the same playing field. You know,
well, it gets in your spirit, and then you start you can't help.
You internalize it. Yeah, like, you do.
Man-hating posts, then you are going to have a negative outlook on men.
Exactly. You just take
especially for those men who feel like they're already not getting the type of women they should. You know, women about money. They just want my money. If I, you know, like
the one has been hating females since high school.
Yeah, like
you gotta stop taking all that in because they're not speaking for all men, and I think a lot of women get frustrated because they think that they're talking for all men. They're not.
And I think it's funny what Kevin Samuels, you know, he was huge talking about women, but they don't show the post.
Kevin Samuels would not be called dad at Applebee's
ever.
Kevin Samuels is not going to Applebee's.
Hey, did you have to glass?
Oh, I got a call. He's supposed to provide. He's supposed to pay all the bills in the house.
Well, and you know what? And he wouldn't be caught dead hanging with a broke dude.
Yeah, she was holding her wine when she said that. Yes, he wouldn't be caught dead at Applebee's.
He wouldn't caught dead at Applebee's.
But you know, one thing about Kevin was okay. So I know that there was a lot of, you know, his commentary was against women, but I did catch a couple, and I'm not saying I followed him, where he went in on too, like, look, you want women, you want to come out of pocket, bro. Like if you think you're gonna get a white girl, if you want a baddie, like that's not gonna happen. So I think
you know what, but they never wanted to highlight that piece.
They never did.
The only thing that got popular was him tearing down women.
Yeah,
Period.
he started out.
I'm gonna say this though, even in here, because I'm not a Kevin Samuels fan.
Not at all.
But I will say this: even the things where he was tearing down, you think he was tearing down women.
The truth.
He was speaking the truth. And here's the thing: the truth is
true.
ugly. And I think that that's why bro. I think when we were growing, I know when I was young, I used to think, oh well, when I get older, men will appreciate me for my brain, right? No, they don't. Usually they don't. When you need to be real with these. I'm real with my 18-year-old daughter. Men care, number one, about your appearance. Keep your appearance right.
You should care more about it.
Right. Keep your body looking right. Do not allow yourself to get overweight. I tell her the real deal, Holyfield, because if I want you to have the best chance of getting the man that you want, not just the man that you're able to get. I want you to be able to get the man that you want. So once you know the rules, then you can play the game. I know people don't like to hear it because if you're out of shape or you're ugly or you're whatever, of course it hurts your feelings, but it's the truth.
It's the truth.
The truth hurts. You have to know how the world really works.
Yeah,
that's right.
I want to comment on something. Somebody said, Anthony said, the what you doing man is who women attract. Anthony, baby, we attract
all time.
However, what we entertain,
all of them.
Right, exactly. We attract all kinds. Don't get it twisted.
But we've all been out together. We attracted the whole damn bar.
So and that's the thing. Once you figure out that you are the what you doing kind of guy, then we stop entertaining.
Right, exactly.
That's all there is to it, but it's not about what we attract.
So what you doing?
We do have to take accountability as women for what we.
So when somebody texting you what you doing, that's not a problem. It's the follow up that's the problem.
It's the constant what you're doing without anything else, without
anything
further.
Like if you don't text me every day, just saying
low energy. It's very low energy. It's very low effort.
Low vibrations. Yeah, there's no movement. It's just what you doing.
Okay, so let's say you just meditated.
I always do at 2:00 on Wednesday. I'm at work.
I'm at work.
I'm in a meeting.
Why are you not in a meeting? Okay.
What you doing, motherfucker?
I'm trying to figure out why I'm in a meeting.
I got 2 more after this. Yeah. So.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah, and whoever said this, he was on Men First. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So Kevin Samuels, his post was about broke men and men that don't deserve this and what men.
They didn't.
But he got popular with
talking about women.
Yeah, when he started degrading.
Yeah, it got popular when he started talking about the women.
Yeah.
So I've never had an issue with men who say what you doing. I've never that's not my issue. My issue is what else? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you say what you doing, and then I'll respond.
And then nothing.
You don't have nothing else,
right?
Nothing
else.
There's
no response after that.
That's the part.
That,
what you say? What you doing? And then nothing. No follow up.
That's my point. Yeah. That's my point. It's very it's just a feeler. You just heat checking.
Yeah,
you just heat checking. Like take me out of this rotation.
What you doing?
Quickly.
Yeah.
Mass text.
What you doing?
Blind copy everybody. What you doing?
Whoever
see who's still interested. Oh, she's still interested because she responded. Yeah. It's a game. It's a game.
What y'all of attracted?
I mean,
what you doing? Text. Like I literally just got a text. Y'all ain't right. I'm about to hang up on y'all.
Did you get a what you doing?
Right. If you ask me
what you doing this Saturday?
So what you doing this Saturday? Right. Nothing. Okay. Then what? Then what's next?
Look, what is the reason?
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna answer it. I'm gonna say this Saturday I got something.
And then what?
And then
what?
When they don't say nothing else after
that's
that.
it.
Like,
yeah.
Well, I guess you're busy. I guess you didn't want to go to Cheesecake Factory.
Because you know what? There's no follow through. They just text you the next day. What you doing?
Women
then
like
it starts all over. Then it starts all over. It starts with "Good morning, Queen."
Grand Rising,
beautiful.
Hi, beautiful.
Grand Rising. What you doing?
Starts all over. It just starts all over.
Rose.
We were seeing the "Good morning, King" text too. Y'all be mad.
Okay.
Good morning.
No, they love it.
Good morning.
No, it would be like, hey, look, cuz you called me King, cuz.
Yeah. They're like, oh, look.
Lord.
Dwayne, it's all good until you realize you on a roster, and it's
I was like, I'm gonna just copy paste. Good morning, Kane. Good morning.
Roster.
Copy paste and just distribute it out. Whoever answered gets my attention that day.
Damn, that's how
Well,
you feel?
9:30 already.
That's how the Good Morning Queen texts me. That's what y'all do.
No, y'all. I don't. Hold on. Do y'all really believe that?
Yes.
Believe it, we got proof.
What?
Yes.
We got proof.
Y'all believe that men just say
Absolutely.
good morning to
Listen,
10
Dwayne,
different
let me
women
tell
at
you
the same
something.
time?
Yes.
And they don't? Are you saying they don't?
Hold on, Dwayne. I can tell you right now, it's a dude that probably done text me, Camille, Ashley, and Tina all at the same time.
Why are you cracking me saying I had to
Don't put
Oh,
I'll be putting it out on Front Street.
well, he a pimp. He got everybody
How do
number.
I share my inbox?
social media.
my number.
Social media. Social
Hey,
media.
he got
No.
everybody number. He cool.
No, I ain't got everybody number. She's
I'm not
just
mad
getting
at it though.
The messenger.
I'm not mad. I'm
Oh,
not
she
mad
did
at
DM.
it though. But
DM.
I'm not going.
Nikki, receipts or it ain't real. Receipts.
What'd you say,
Hey.
Don't do that,
Lisa?
Lisa. Don't do
Receipts
that.
or it ain't real.
Listen,
Okay,
you
so
queen
what's
of
wrong
receipts.
with
You
that?
ain't said nothing but a word, baby.
Nothing.
don't ask Nikki for please don't. Please. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. How much time it is, guys? It's nice.
Because as a
Y'all
Leo,
delete nothing. You ain't gonna never say you didn't say it because you said it.
Yeah, shit, but shit.
Screenshots are the devil. What'd you say, Camille, when I said what's
Listen,
wrong with
the
that?
screenshot's already in the group chat. Don't play.
I said nothing is wrong with it. I don't think anything is wrong with them texting several different women. I don't.
Me neither.
Especially if they're single.
Everybody's single.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care either.
Everybody's single.
Just don't
Right.
annoy me
Do
with it.
you?
Everybody's single. So they just gonna do them.
Nah.
And they're
I'm not
gonna
going
wait
there.
for
I'm not
somebody.
texting different women
to
is the opposite of
respond.
low effort. No, that is low effort. That is low effort.
It
That's
takes a
definitely
lot
low
to sex
effort.
10 women.
You copy paste.
Let's
Copy
copy paste.
paste. Get out of here.
He ain't even got to do that. He just got to put the W, and automatically pre-populate because he typed it so many times.
Anthony does said I block women for the Grand Rising and Good Morning King. As you should.
oh my
Wait,
God.
what women are doing that too?
Oh, yeah.
I guess.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know about that part.
I'm
Yeah.
getting ready
I
to
didn't
start.
know that.
I am.
Man,
You
I
about
did
to
comedy
start.
shows.
Let
I
us
be
know
like,
how that goes.
man, I done got
You gotta report back to that. Yeah, let us know how that goes.
This show, King.
Listen, how many I
Good
get
morning,
back,
King. Just
Just like y'all, it don't be from the ones you want it to be from.
Exactly.
Oh,
I know, right?
That's what it be.
Exactly.
and
That's
it
what
cuts
it
like a
be.
knife.
It don't never be from women like y'all.
It's only sweating when it ain't somebody you don't want. When
That's
somebody
because Dwayne, women like us don't say that.
No, that's what I was like. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh, it's definitely a thing.
That's why
Oh,
it's
wow.
funny. See, that's why the gender wars are so funny.
Yeah.
Because, like, I am looking at it like, damn, this is what y'all fucking dealing with. What the hell? You know what I mean? And,
But that's the thing.
men
That's what
are
I'm
looking
finding.
at
Like,
it as
so,
like,
You
when
know,
I
what
set
y'all
boundaries,
doing?
it's
You know what I
sad
mean?
because I realize there are so many women who allow certain behavior, and it's like, you know what? I'm the minority because women are going along with this bullshit. Like,
and
women
so
are
that's why
going along
boundaries are
with
so
this.
important, and that's why it's also important to get to know who you are dealing with, because it's not one size fits all.
What?
So I mean, and there are 7 women on this panel right now. Each one of us is going to take something else, something different, to get our attention or to make us click, or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah, we're all different. Yeah, we're definitely.
But
Sure.
the problem is that because, like what Alicia said, is so many that go with the okie doke. Don't nobody really try to take time to get to know the individual.
Yeah.
So, and it's kind of like I said earlier, insert woman here.
I think a lot of it has to do with it's definitely social media because it made everybody reachable.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s and 90s,
it was hard to get, like, if you saw
in
you
the
out,
80s and 90s,
ask for your
I gotta
number.
walk
Now
up
it's
to
like
you.
they can You can
I
walk
like
by
that.
somebody and they can see your number on Facebook or something if you don't take that.
What's
80s and
the other
90s, I had to
one?
walk up to
Enforcement of
these.
boundaries is harder than what was that other one, Lisa, that you highlighted? Enforcement of boundaries is harder than setting them.
That's
That
true.
part. You
That's
gotta
absolutely
stand,
true.
you gotta stand 10 toes down on your own.
You
shit.
got to be ready to be lonely. You got to be ready to be. You got to be ready to sit with yourself.
That's
You
right.
got to be ready to roll home by yourself on many nights.
Down.
You would rather be hanging
that's
out
what
and
my book is
cuddled up.
about.
You got to be okay with you. You got to be
Hey.
real okay with
Hey, I
you.
want
If
to-
not, you need to get okay with you.
I want everybody to hear me, right?
Oh, my mommy's calling me. Hold on.
I have an idea. I want all
You
y'all
in
to.
trouble.
I got an idea, so we're gonna be in touch with you about the idea like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's talk about. Can we talk about it after the show? Is that cool? Because we probably
Absolutely.
Yeah.
we done went over.
We
Oh
went
yeah,
over.
and my mommy's calling me. Y'all gonna get me on punishment.
You getting a whipping.
Yeah.
I cannot. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. So if y'all comfortable, tell everybody where to find y'all. Camille, I want you to tell everybody where to get your book, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Lisa. And Dwayne, thank you for having me tonight. This was so much fun. So my book, How to Spot the Ops, you can get it on Amazon. Camille Halona is my name. Halona. If you go to my Facebook, it's Camille Halona. The first post is pinned. You can click the link and get the book there. I'll love you forever if you do.
I'll make sure she sign it for y'all.
You know what, Nikki?
Okay, I'm lying.
She always trying to manage somebody.
I mean, mine is signed. I don't know about everybody
It
else.
is. You came to the book signing. Thank you, baby.
Oh wow.
Word.
Who's next?
Anybody else?
This is Nikki
Alicia.
Howard on Facebook. I'm a moderator in Lisa's group in RSG. I'm Nikki Nevermind on Instagram, Nikki_NVRMIND. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
Stay out of their inbox.
Stay out of my inbox.
not going
Right.
to.
And find me. Yeah, you can find me in RSG. I'll be in RSG.
Really?
Man, y'all know y'all inbox blow up all day.
You know what?
Alicia.
That's another show.
Yes. Where can you find me? Facebook, I am Alicia Michelle. I don't be talking about shit though, so I don't know, you know.
I second that.
It's Alicia M. West 1970, I think. I don't know. Like, whatever. If you find me on Facebook, you can probably find me on, like I said, I don't be talking about shit, so it's whatever.
Yes,
but
you do.
feel free to join me.
Alicia's page is a whole fashion show, y'all.
Okay. She come with the fashion. Stop it.
Right. Renee.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm on Facebook. You can find me there. I'm in Relationship Soup. I really I don't take clients right now, like via Facebook and things of that nature, because I take them directly to the school that I attend. But eventually I'm going to put that information out because a lot of people don't realize that when you go to schools, you can get discount prices for therapy sessions and things of that nature because we're students. So I'll be putting that information out soon once I start back in January. But other than that, you know, I'm just on Facebook shooting the shit every day. Sometimes it's, you know, hey, we just here laughing, you know, other times we really just getting into some deep stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I want to use my platform to help people, not just, and I think laughter is helping people too. Don't get it twisted. You know, we gotta laugh at ourselves sometimes, right? And a lot of people can't do that. But I literally push that. Like, let's laugh at ourselves too, but then also let's talk about that deep shit too. You know what I'm saying? It's affecting us because Facebook can be a very, very negative environment, you know. And I just choose not to be a part of that. I love it because some days I get off on that negative vibe or that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got, you know.
Hey, I know it's late. What do you
I'm a
mean?
Libra. I need balance.
We are human.
The way pays for horses.
What do you mean get off?
Well, I mean, you know, I'm a Libra. I need balance, so you know, I need to be able to see it all.
Never mind. You just
But I
can't
don't mean
yourself
get off
out.
like
You're
that,
a Libra.
Dwayne. Get your head out the gutter. But anyway,
You're a Libra. My fault.
Right. But yeah, so you can find me there. I appreciate y'all too. Thank you for this. This has been fun.
No problem. Tina.
Tina.
Tina Sparks on Facebook. I don't post much either. And soon I'll be starting back doing esthetician work, and I'll post that information coming up. So that's it.
Short and sweet. Ashley.
All right, I'm Ashley Carvello. I am on Facebook as Amelia Birmingham. I'm on Instagram as Crimson and Cream Dream. I really haven't been posting much lately either, but you can reach out to me only if you need HR consulting services.
Only.
I would love
That's that Capricorn shit right there.
If it ain't business, don't
there is a fee. I'm a Capricorn, right? Okay, yeah. If you need help with writing your resume, if you need interview prep,
I love it.
I answer all of those services. Resume review, whatever. I can help.
I can hear it now. I need my resume.
Okay.
I got one. I owe somebody on this call one, so I'm gonna work on that this weekend.
Word.
That's what's up.
Word. Well, Dwayne, where can they find you?
Dwayne Cobb on all platforms.
Word.
I don't do all the fancy stuff. You know, I'm the king.com /
Man extraordinaire.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what people be doing. What's your Instagram? 317 _ what?
Semicolon.
What's your name?
Explanation.
Do all
I've
that
been
crazy.
gettinghoes.com.
I get hoes.org.
I get
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hey.
All right.
Well, before we
I think only one of y'all been to one of my comedy shows.
I came to it was last year, but I came to one of your comedy shows.
Yeah, there's only two of y'all.
It's been more than two.
No,
I think I might have been the one.
Camille don't go past
It
Meridian.
sounds like we getting free tickets.
Did you see the finger? The emphasis
She don't
on
go past Meridian.
Y'all hear that? It's not like I heard we getting free VIP tickets to the next show.
That's what I'm hearing.
That's what I heard. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
So we got VIP. Like we gonna.
Oh, we got a bad connection. What'd you say?
No, we're
I'm
gonna buy
going through a
the
tunnel.
It's okay. It's okay.
We're gonna spend the money.
We get it.
I can't offer it at the next show because that's with Tommy Davidson. But
What they got to do with us?
Where is it?
I can't offer that one.
Okay.
That one's out east,
Where's that
actually. It's at the fort. It used to be Eddie's.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
We
the
can
ice
go to
bar
Eddie's?
now. It's the ice bar now.
So you can't. So we gonna get VIP at the ice bar now.
He said,
See what had happened was
Here we go. Remember when we was talking about low vibrations?
low vibration, low effort, no effort.
no
at all.
effort.
No effort.
No effort.
He doing. They call it boy math. He doing man math. Back in the day.
Put your effort in.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the next show I can offer some situations.
Let's talk about.
No, we're just joking. Yeah. Okay. I gotta go. Things right.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about this vibe. So
Okay.
basically, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. You can find Relationship Soup, Facebook, Relationship Soup Group, YouTube, Relationship Soup Group, period. No, it's Relationship Soup, period. YouTube, maybe. Put the period on there. So anyway, follow, subscribe, join us next week. We will have all of these beautiful ladies back, right? So thank you for joining us. We love you. Any last words, Cobb?
Thank you.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
I guess I'm gonna get it all out of here. Y'all stay home. We gotta beat up Cobb. So let's tag team his ass so we can go ahead and get these free tickets.
We gonna hear this beat.
Did y'all see? Did y'all